What inspired me to become a Jesuit? Most likely it was I was raised up Catholic community controlled or managed by Jesuits. But what inspired me to become a brother, it was a brother Sam Baptista who was in Talasri, a pioneering brother who did very much for the Talasri people, especially the Catholics of Warkhanda. Now, when I became a brother, my first appointment was in Shirpur, where there was agriculture. And since being a farmer's son, I was very much at home with agriculture. But in Shirpur, the agriculture, the cropping was quite different from Talasri. In Talasri, we had only rice and monsoon crops. But in Shirpur, there was no rice or hardly any rice, but jwari, makka, bhuimug, cotton, and this type of crops. So I had to learn very much of this crop if I had to get involved with the farmers. In Vishwamandal Sevashram, there is a big property of agricultural land where I was in charge of the farmer. And there we had two helpers. But since I knew nothing about the agriculture of the Shirpur, of the crops of the Shirpur, I told the farmers to do what they know about this farming. But if there has to be any experiment for the croppings, it was I who would be conducting. So any loss in agriculture would be my responsibility. But any loss in general farming, they will be blamed. So they have to do their best. So I was very much interested in agriculture, and there I was there. Again, when I came to Nasik, my second appointment was in Nasik. Here I was only 2 years in the boarding and was transferred to MPS SAME in Dindori with Perico. There were only 2 of us, so I was involved in the farmers. There I was very happy because what I liked was to be in the open with the farmers, to talk with them and see what knowledge I can give and what knowledge I can get from them. And from that time I have been on and off, except for the few times in the hospital, I have been always on the MPSM grounds in agriculture. And because of that, I have never regretted to be a brother. Always I have been happy with a brother's life. The Jesuits are transferred anyway by the provincial. But when the transfer comes, you should be open to the superior if you are capable or not capable. If finally, it is not you who will decide, but it is the provincial who will decide for your transfer. But be open first. Secondly, be happy in your work. If you don't know that work, try to learn as best as you can, staying in that area, and do as best as you can in any type of work that you are given. And thirdly, I would say everything is nothing depends on you, but depends on God's grace. He will guide you. Any difficulties, God is always there to guide you in your work.